Are you wondering about affordable places to live near Tampa? Then you've got to check out this video. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to my channel, Living in Tampa, where it's my goal to show you everything you need to know about eating, sleeping, playing, and living in the greater Tampa Bay area. So I get asked this question every day. Victoria, I am looking for an affordable place to live that's not too far from Tampa. Well, my answer to that question is usually Riverview. So I want to tell you all about Riverview in this video today. But first, if you would, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you'll be notified every time that I release a new video. So, where is Riverview? It is located just to the southeast of Tampa. It literally only takes you about 20 or 25 minutes to get downtown, which is really nice for commuting. It is located over by Brandon. If you're looking at the map here, you'll see here's Brandon. Just south of that is Riverview. So it's bordered over on the west by 75 and 301, and it runs all the way over here to Fishhawk. It's not a real large area. It covers about a little less than 50 square miles, and the population is, it's not super populated. Riverview has grown a lot over the years. When I first moved here about 12 years ago, there wasn't much here at all, but I'm going to take you on a little driving tour later on in the video to show you just how much Riverview has to offer. One of the very nice things about Riverview is that it is situated along the Alafia River. So that's in the north part of Riverview, but it is gorgeous. The river is large, and there are so many recreational activities that it has to offer. You will see people out there all the time kayaking, canoeing, some people paddleboard out there, fishing. I wouldn't say that many people swim in that river, but it's definitely a fun place to go and hang out. And it's always a lot of people out there. Another nice thing that Riverview has is the Manatee Viewing Center. So if you like manatees, this is definitely a must-do. Whenever we have visitors come in from out of town, out of state, I always make it a point to take them down there, especially if it's in the winter months, because you will see a lot of manatees. So TECO has their power plant down there, and the manatees like the warm water that is discharged from that power plant. So they all kind of congregate in that area. And the Manatee Viewing Center is beautiful, and it has a lot of little educational information. If you've got small children, it's a fun place to take them. Last time we went there, they even had one of those little pools where you could stroke the eels, and they always seem to change things up there to keep it interesting, but it's definitely a fun place to go and check out for the day. And that is a nice perk to living in the Riverview area, is that you're very close to that. So if you have a family and you're thinking about moving to Riverview, then you're probably wondering about the schools. The schools in Riverview are actually above average compared to some other parts of Hillsborough County, but it definitely depends on where you live. So I highly encourage people to check out Hillsborough County's School Locator website. I will put a link to it down below in the description of the video, so that if you're thinking about moving to the area, you can Google some of the addresses of homes that you're interested in to find out what schools that home is zoned for. Then I would urge you also to do some investigating about school grades. I find that there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I wouldn't always rely on all of the different websites that have different grades for schools, because some of them, they'll have a different grade for the same school. Greatschools.net might not have the same school grade as one of those niche.com websites. I like to go straight to the source and go to the school accountability report, which I will also link in the description below. That shows you the actual school grade. So again, it does depend where in Riverview you are going to live, because there are good schools and there are schools that aren't quite as good. For example, if you're looking at Riverview High School, which I would say probably the majority of the homes that you're looking at might be zoned for that high school, that is an A school now. excuse me, it's a B school, but East Bay High School, which is another one of the high schools in Riverview, that's a C school. So it really depends where your home is located. Also, if you're looking at elementary schools, Stowers Elementary is an A, but Boyette is a B. I mean, A, B, I think those are both still pretty excellent, you know, if you can stay in one of those upper grades. But then if you're looking at the middle schools, that's a different story again, because Rogers Middle School, that was a B last year. But there's another one, and I know I kill the pronunciation on this one. Gunta, I'm not sure how to say it. That school was a D. So, you know, that is a situation where you might want to look into school choice, which is a great perk that we have here in Hillsborough County, is that you have the opportunity to apply for school choice. We have charter schools, we have magnet schools, and we have school choice. Now, it's all done based on availability, of course, so you might not be able to get that school, top school that you're wanting to get if the school is already full. And it is done via a lottery system, so there's no guarantees, of course, but definitely know that that is an option to look into, and that you might not necessarily have to attend the schools that the home you're looking at is zoned for. Now let's talk about convenience. I think Riverview is really convenient. One of the reasons I think that is because of its proximity to Tampa and to Brandon. So if you don't think there's enough shopping in Riverview itself, which really has upped its game here in the last few years, I don't know that you would have to go very far for anything. But if you want to go to like the mall, Brandon has a huge town center, Westfield Town Center Mall, and that's only about 15 minutes from Riverview, so that's very accessible. You've got 301, which runs north-south. You've got I-75, which runs north-south, so that makes it easy for commuting. You're not stuck with just one option. And then you do have pretty easy access to the toll road to take you over to Tampa. Our toll roads are not all that expensive here compared to some of the other states that I've been in. Even if you're having to use it daily for commuting, I don't think it's that bad. And I hear that some companies will actually pay those tolls for you. So it's something you might definitely ask about if you're negotiating a job offer. But there's other ways to get east-west as well. I mean, you can hop on I-4. Sometimes that can be a nightmare, and traffic has definitely increased in the Riverview area because it has been built up a lot. But as far as commuting goes, again, you can be in downtown Tampa in like 20-25 minutes. Beaches, everyone is always asking about commuting time for beaches, so I will say it's a little bit of a hike to get over, you know, to Clearwater, just because you've got to go so far west, but you can still get there in about an hour. I don't think that's too bad. Also, you have access to the other beaches that are down south. You know, you can go to the beaches at Bradenton Beach, Anna Maria Island, Lido Key, Longboat Key, all of those beautiful beaches. You can be there in about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. But if you don't feel like driving that far, there is another option. So just south of Riverview is Apollo Beach. Now, the beaches at Apollo Beach aren't that great. I wouldn't compare it to Clearwater by any stretch, but there is a beautiful park, Apollo Beach Preserve Park, and that does have some beach areas in it that are quite nice. So if you don't feel like driving an hour, you can just drive over there. From Riverview, I would think that that's about 30 minutes. And what I like about that park is it's got, you know, nice little shelters where you can do picnics, pretty much like every park that we've got here in Florida, what you come to expect with, you know, little dog park areas, trails, picnic benches, beautiful observation areas, and nice little beach for sure. So you've got that at your disposal as well if you are living in Riverview. But the main thing about Riverview that I like so much is the home affordability. Now, of course, you can find cheaper homes if you go a little bit further south, let's say to Ruskin or Waimama. They're going to be a little bit cheaper there, but it's not as developed as Riverview either, and that does add on another, you know, 10 or 15 minutes to a commute if you're going to Tampa. So I think for the money, Riverview is definitely a lot of bang for your buck. park. You've got a lot of new homes still here being built. Most of them are going to be starting in the 250s. Those make up still about a third of what's on the market in Riverview at this time. And then if you're looking at existing homes, those are going to be a little bit cheaper than a new construction. I mean, you can find those still in the low 200s. But it does go all the way up. You know, if you're looking for a property that's going to be on the river, you know, a large estate type property, that is going to get up into the $1 million mark, and those are absolutely gorgeous. And then of course there's everything in between. So Riverview has a lot to offer. I think it's a great place to consider if you're considering a move, and it's one that I would definitely recommend you look into. Okay guys, so I am on Big Bend Road now. Well, I'm about to turn onto Big Bend Road. I wanted to come over to this part of Riverview because it is a part that has just been really developed. A lot of nice new places. One of these being right across the street here that you can see, this Thornton's gas station. And right next to that is a whole new little shopping plaza. That's how a lot of our development happens, is these little shopping strip type of things. There's, you know, a Jersey Mike's sub over there, a Pizza Hut, Sports Clips for your haircuts, and Orange Theory Fitness. And it's just a little cluster of businesses all together in a building. Then if you come over here to this side, you can see there's that Tuffy Tire and Auto, an Applebee's, a Sonic. All of this is all fairly new. All of these little shopping plazas, the Village Inn. Well, the Village Inn I think might have been there before, to be honest. But all this other stuff like the Chase and this Walmart neighborhood market. Let's see what else is in here that you might be interested in. I'm going to actually turn left here to show you Burger King, Walgreens, you know, just typical things. There is that big, huge Sam's Club in there. Typical things that you would want for shopping and convenience. There's this PDQ that a lot of people just love. I think that a lot of people like it better even than Chick-fil-A, but I don't know. I guess that's a personal choice. I don't understand all the hype behind Chick-fil-A myself. Not that I hate it or anything, but I'm actually vegan, so I don't eat that anymore. But there's several gas stations here, and then across the street, I don't know if you can see, the Publix is in there, and a Bell's and a Marshall's, which Bell's is like a home goods kind of store. They've got clothing, and they've got a lot of nice accessories and things for your home. I think that might be exclusive to Florida, that store. My mom always calls it Beals, but it's actually Bell's. And there's just all up and down right here, lots of new things. Qdoba, which is similar to Moe's. We've got Wendy's over there, and just lots of different things. Oh, speak of Chick-fil-A, there is a Chick-fil-A right there. This plaza coming up on the right is also really new. We're lucky that we're getting a lot of these Wawa gas stations here now. We never had those before in the Tampa area, but now they're just popping up everywhere. And gosh, I really like them. I think their coffee is excellent, and I love their pretzels. They're so good. But in this plaza, you've got like a Moe's, and a Texas Roadhouse restaurant, a Longhorn Steakhouse restaurant, just pretty much, you know, anything that you would need as far as shopping goes. And, oh, one of my favorite stores is that Sprouts is open now. So they've got Sprouts and Aldi right off of Big Bend Road, which is super exciting. So there's plenty of things right here in Riverview, but like I said, I mean, you're a very short drive to Brandon and also a very short drive to Tampa. So I think Riverview is a great place to live because of its affordability and its convenience to everything. Okay guys, so we are here in a Lennar home in Timber Creek. This is a Concord model, and I'm going to take you on a little walkthrough of that. just to give you an idea of what Lennar has to offer. Okay, so here is the Concord. It's got a nice little entryway. You walk in and everything is nice and open. Of course, it's decorated beautifully because it is a model. So, you know, don't pay attention to like the accents on the walls and things like that, but just really look at the home itself. You get a nice, beautiful kitchen. Keep in mind, all of these appliances are included, even the refrigerator. This model has a very nice walk-in pantry. Plenty of room to keep all of your food. And this is really roomy and it's nice and open. It's perfect for when you have people over because you can gather here around this huge island. You can be, you know, preparing meals and still interacting with your family when they're sitting here, maybe watching TV or something. And then back here in the back, you've got this bedroom. This is a perfect little guest suite because it's off all by itself. And it does have a restroom directly across from it. But that's a very nice floor plan for the bottom. And now we're going to head upstairs. So here we are in the upstairs portion of the home. It's a very nice little loft area for the children. I love those cute pictures. I know I just told you not to pay attention to the decorations, but sometimes they make it irresistible. This is the master bedroom. It is very large. Plenty of room in here. And you've got the double vanities, separate water closet, immense closet. I mean, this thing is ginormous. And this model does not have a bathtub, but it's got a super large shower. And then continuing on, the other bedrooms are kind of all off to this side. So you've got one here. They're pretty generous size rooms. Another one. And what I love is that the laundry room is upstairs and washer and dryer are included. And here's the bathroom for the other bedrooms to share. Notice that there is a door there separating the toilet and the bathtub, so people can be using the sink and getting ready, doing makeup, whatnot, while someone else is showering. And here's another couple of bedrooms. So this model is very nicely laid out and very affordable. Lennar does build a quality home, and again, like I said, they include everything. Well, hey, I hope this video has told you everything you need to know about Riverview, Florida. If you still have more questions, feel free to drop them down below in the comments section. Or hey, if you're even considering a move anywhere in the greater Tampa Bay area, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can call me, text me, email me, whatever form of communication you prefer is fine with me. I'm always available, and when it comes to moving to Tampa, I've got your back. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.